Hello beautiful, I hope you are still doing well. If it's your first time here, my name is Peladi, and in today's makeup tutorial I'm going to be showing you how I've been doing my brows lately, because I've changed the way I do my brows since the last brow tutorial. So here goes. The first thing I do when I do my brows is set them with a powder. Today I will be using my Makeup Revolution Banana Light setting powder. So I set the area where I know I am going to draw on. And right after that, I go on in with my got2b Ultra Glued Styling Gel. And I'm just going to transfer it at the back of my hand. Just this little oops is enough. Then I will take a spoolie and I will just like pat it into the product. You don't want to use a lot of glue, so just tap it off on the side. And then I will brush my hairs up, just making sure that they are all submerged in some glue. By the way, beauties, I shaved my brows right before this tutorial into the shape, and then right after that I press the hairs down. There will be some excess glue which I am now rubbing off. Right, and then up next I'm going to take my brow mascara. This one is by Smudge and I got this from Clicks, and then I'm going to lightly coat the hairs with the brow mascara. You really want to go in with a very light hand so that it doesn't come off looking like as harsh as microblading. You really want to go in with bigger like strokes. And right after that, you're just going to let it cool, let everything sit and cool into place. And now for the new part, I'm going to take my brown pencil. This is just a regular brown pencil that I got at my local Chinese mall. And then instead of starting drawing from underneath here, I'm going to start in the middle of my brow just to get the shape of the tail. As soon as I get to the part where the hairs end, I immediately curve it slightly downwards, and that's where I'm going to create my arch. And you can drag your tail as long as you want it to be on that day. So now that we are done with the bottom part, I'm going to now connect the top part of my brow to the tail. So I'm going to start off by going here where the hairs end, and depending on the arch you want, you can either slope it or just do it the way I am doing it. Just give it a little corner edge and then drag it down to meet up with the bottom part of the tail. Alright, after doing that, I am going to take the pencil and lightly fill in the sparse areas where the pencil part meets the hairs. This is where you want to use a very, very light hand, just so that everything meshes in together beautifully. And on the tail part is where you just want to color it in. And then right after that, I'm going to take a spoolie and I'm going to make sure that the front part meshes in beautifully with the tail part. For Operation Cleanup, I'm going to go in with my Smudge Perfecting Concealer. This one is in the shade Soft Beige, but I mix it in with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C13. Mind you, this is for the bottom part of my brows. When cleaning your brows, you don't want to go in one fell swoop. You really want to take your time and go in with little strides. Then I take this Real Techniques concealer brush and I just pat the product down, because that Smudge Perfecting Concealer, it dries down real quick, especially combined with the Makeup Revolution, which is known to dry down very quickly. So I'm just going to blend it out before it just sits like that and becomes unblendable. Now that I am done cleaning up the bottom part, I can see that there's a little sparse area here, and I'm going to go in very lightly with my brown pencil, almost just dotting hair-like strokes onto that sparse area. And now for the top part of my brow, I'm going to take the foundation that I will be using on that day, and I will mix it in with the mixture that I already have at the back of my hand, just so that when it's time to apply foundation, it's not a nightmare to blend out that top part. And I mix it in with those lighter concealers, just to, highlight and define the brows slightly a bit more than the rest of my face. Because I've got that concealer mixture, I'm going to go on in this time with my Real Techniques crease brush and begin to blend out this foundation and concealer mixture, just so that it doesn't sit in place. And before I give you beauties any more anxiety, I'm going to take my brown pencil and I'm going to fill in the very obvious sparse area we have at the top of our brows with very light feather-like strokes, just like that. I'm not going to color it in or fill it in. I'm just going to draw like I just did, those little lines. Depending on the day you will be having or how long you're gonna wear your brows for, you want to go in just one last time with a very light layer of that powder that you used initially, and just pat it all over your brow and that concealed area. This is going to set everything into place. Go about the rest of your face and fixing your hair and everything. The powder is going to seep into the product and it won't look as dry and ghostly and ghost-like like it looks now. And just like that, my beauties, this is how your girl has been doing her brows of late. Please feel free to leave any suggestions in my comment section down below. And yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and show your girl some love. But before that, before you leave, please click on this tutorial, because if you enjoyed this this brow tutorial, I know you're gonna enjoy this makeup tutorial. And yeah, I will catch you guys again in my next one. Bye.